The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. I spent a few years proudly wearing the uniform of one of the largest police forces in the Caribbean. I was honored to carry a position 4 ranks away from Commissioner of Police and gained immense insight into the workings of a police department. I served that agency as a chaplain and psychologist, more of the former than the latter, but utilizing the skills of the latter as much as the former. One of the first funerals I conducted as police chaplain was for a young rookie who was murdered and his body, still in uniform, burnt like an animal. One of the more tragic deaths of a police officer during my time was an accidental shooting, friendly fire as it's called, where a young rookie was taken on an assignment by his sergeant, and a miscommunication, as it turned out the sergeant's fault, caused the rookie to shoot him thinking he was the suspect. I remember how gracious the sergeant's widow was to the rookie and how broken the rookie was. I counseled officers in difficult marital, personal, and family relationships. I conducted professional development training throughout the ranks, offered young constables career guidance, interviewed candidates for recruitment and officers for promotion. I wrote reports that could result in either defending or dismissing an officer, and continually challenged the system about the culture in which senior officers sometimes treated subordinates unfairly, making their professional life difficult. I heard not a few times good officers say that their greatest fear was not the criminals and gunmen out there, but the pressures of working in a police department, especially with superior officers who lacked compassion, understanding, or even fairness. One favorite phrase was, quote, "Rev, they would do everything for a farewell, but very little for a welfare," unquote. I deeply loved the men and women of that police force. I recall standing at the graveside of one in particular, cut down in the course of his duties, saluting in my proud uniform, and unable to hold back the tears as the last post and reveille were played. There were more good souls, good men, and good women in that police force than there were rascals. And yes, there were rascals. They were cunning, clandestine, and corrupt. Some were known, and some were protected by people and systems way beyond my pay grade. Now, the United States has a bad habit to call out either directly or indirectly through organizations like Transparency International or Amnesty International or other human rights organizations, corruption and police excesses in other nations. But America has a problem of its own, a big one, and the pot must stop calling the kettle black. What I have seen in that police organization to which I refer, and have seen in other parts of the world where I have sojourned a while, pales in comparison to what too many American police departments are doing to too many black people in the United States. As she watched the video of her son being bludgeoned to death, Mona Hardin, who had been told that Ronald Green died in a car crash, says that it is clear that the police troopers did not intend her son to leave their custody alive. I concur. I do not know any logical thinking person or decent person who was not enraged watching Andrew Womble, that North Carolina district attorney, wobble and bobble as he bungled the law, the truth, and decency as he tried his darndest to tell us not only that the wanton police murder of Andrew Brown we were watching did not happen, but also that the justice that appears abysmally undone is done. Now, don't get me wrong. Police departments in other parts of the world have their own problems and must fix them. But America must keep its mouth out of those problems and speak its human rights message to its own police departments. Frankly, while that police department I used to love has its own share of questionable police shootings of citizens, more police there per capita have been held criminally responsible for those crimes than happens here in America. You want to talk about human rights? As well, over there, those killings aren't white police hunting down black men for no reason at all except for their skin color to lynch them without a noose and a tree. America, fix your business first. Get those racist, wicked, uniformed, heartless murderers off your forces and off your streets. Change your murderous culture, and as they say in Jamaica, wheel and come again. I am Michael Friday, and for Black men in America, I hope your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.